students, welcome to the next session in functions. So today we are going to discuss about standard functions in C, right? So we know pretty well about library functions. Library functions are the inbuilt functions which are developed by the designers, right? So there are several library functions which are available in C, right? So with the help of those library functions, we will perform the operations. There is no need to understand the code inside it. So that code is already developed, right? Here library functions in C language are built-in functions. Built-in functions. Built-in functions which are grouped together and placed in a common place called library. Each library function in C performs specific operation. Each library function in C performs specific operation. We can make use of these library functions to get the predefined output instead of writing your own code to get those outputs. These library functions are created by the persons who designed and created C compilers. So all C standard library functions are declared in many header files which are saved as filename.h. So all the library functions are available in the header files. So filename.h. Actually, function declaration, definition for macros are given all header files, right? So for user-defined functions, we need to declare the function and define the function. But here, just we are calling the functions instead of writing declaration and definition. All the declaration and definition are given in header files. So we are including these header files in our program using #include filename.h. #include filename.h command to make use of the functions those are declared in the header files. Right, header file stdio.h. So this is a standard input-output header file, right? So it is used to perform input-output operations like scanf and function. Printf. These two are the library functions which are defined in the header file stdio.h. Whenever you are using scanf and printf, you need to include this header file. Next one, string.h. This is another header file for performing string operations, right? String header, meaning is string header. It is used to perform string manipulation operations like string length, string copy, to find the length of a string, right? strlen is used. strcpy to copy one string into another, string compare. strcmp, right? strcat to concatenate the two strings like that. So for all these, we can use a string.h header file. Next, conio.h, console input output header file. So it is used to perform console input and output operations like CLR, SCR, clear screen, get CH to get the character from the keyboard. So whenever you are using these header files, you need to include the header file conio.h. So it is just used in the Windows, but it cannot be supported in the Linux versions. Conio.h is not supported in Linux, but it is only supported in Windows. Next one, stdlib.h, standard library header. It is used to perform standard utility functions like dynamic memory allocation using functions malloc, calloc, right? Free, all these functions. So whenever you are using malloc, calloc functions, you need to include stdlib.h. Another function is math.h, header file math.h. So math header. So it is used to perform mathematical operations like square root, power, size sqrt. So it is used to find square root, power of a given number. So whenever you are using these library files, you need to include math.h header file. Next to ctype.h, character type header. It is used to perform character type functions like is alpha, is digit, and so on. So is alphanumeric, whether we have to test whether the given character is alphabet or not, is it digit or not, like that. So whenever you are using these library functions, you need to include a header file ctype.h. Now coming to stdio.h, it consists of the following library functions. This header file consists of following library functions. All these library functions are declared and defined in this header file. Just we can call them whenever we want to use. There is no need to declare and there is no need to write the definition for those. These are the library functions which are defined in the header file stdio.h. First one, printf. It is used to display output on the screen. Printf is used to display output on the screen. Scanf, it is used to take input from the user. It is used to take the input from the user. GetChar, it is used to return characters on the screen. PutChar, to display output as a single character on the screen. Fgets, to take a line as an input. Puts, so to display a line as output, right? So here, it's gets, to get the string from input, or to take a line. So to display a line or to display the string on the output. Fopen, so it is used to open a file. Fclose, to close a file, right? Whenever we want to perform operations on the file, first we have to open it with the help of the library function fopen. After performing the operation, you need to close it with the help of fclose. So all these functions, library functions, are defined in stdio.h. Next is string.h, string header file. So the library functions are strcmp. It is used to compare the two strings. strcpy, it is used to copy one string into another string. strcat, to concatenate two strings. strrev, to find the reverse of a string. strlen, to find the length of a string. So all these library functions are defined in string.h. Next, stdlib.h. So standard library.h. So this consists of library functions like malloc, calloc, realloc, and free. So malloc, it allocates a single block of memory. Calloc, it allocates multiple blocks of memory. So realloc is used to change the size of the memory, so which is allocated by malloc or calloc. And now free, it is used to deallocate the memory. So all these are used for allocating the memory dynamically. So whenever you are using these library functions, you need to include a header file stdlib.h. Now another header file, that is math.h. So it consists of the following library functions. First one is sqrt. It is used to find the square root of a number. POW, it is used to find the power raised to that number. Next, fabs, it is used to find absolute value of a number. log, used to find logarithm of a number. Next, sin, sine, to find the sine value of a number. Cos function, cosine value of a number. Tan, used to find the tangent value of a number. So these are the library functions which are available in the header file math.h. Next, ctype.h, another header file ctype.h. So it consists of the following library functions. Is alpha. So this function is used to check if the character is an alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Is digit function is used to check if the character is a digit or not. Right? Is alnum, so alphanumeric, used to check whether the character is alphanumeric or not. Is upper, used to check if the character is uppercase character or not, uppercase character. So is lower, it is used to check if the character is lowercase letter or not. Next, to upper, so is used to convert the character into the uppercase. If the input character is lowercase character, just it will convert into the uppercase. If the input character is uppercase, then it remains same. Next, to lower function, it is used to convert the character into the lowercase, If the input character is in lowercase, it remains same. If it is in uppercase, it will convert into the lowercase. Is punctuation. If the character is punctuation mark or not, it will check. Next one is space. So the given character is white space character or not, it will check. So these are the library functions which are available in ctype.h. Next, another one, conio.h. So it is used to perform console input and console output operations like CLR, SCR, clear the screen, get CH to get the character from the keyboard. Whenever you want these two functions, you need to include a conio.h header file. So the header file conio.h is not supported in Linux. It works fairly on the Windows. Right? So that is about standard library functions or standard functions in C. Now we are going to discuss about passing array to function. Passing an array to the function. Right. So far we have seen how to pass a value to the function or how to pass an address of a variable to the function. Now we'll see how to pass an entire array to the function. So whenever we need to pass a list of elements as an argument, to any function in C language, it is preferred to do so using an array. But how can we pass an array as an argument to the function? So this is the way we have to pass an argument to the function. So whenever you want to pass an array as a parameter to the function, you can pass like this. So here find average is the function name, right? For the argument, so it is an integer array, int marks of array, right? So and the return type is float value. So this is passing an array to the function. Here we are passing array as an argument to this function. Right? So this is the declaration for that. So you need to define it later, right? So first I am declaring average. So marks array I am taking. So that consists of 5 elements. Marks of 5 students. First student marks 99. Second student marks. Third student marks. Like that. So this is first student marks. So here we are taking marks array. I am initializing 5 values, right? So 5 student marks. Or you can imagine that marks of 1 student in 5 subjects, whatever it is, right? Right. So marks of 1 student in 5 subjects. Right, find average of the marks. See here, find average is the function. Here I am passing array as an argument. Marks is an array. Right, so this is the way we have to pass an array to the function when we are using in the function call. So it is a function call. right? In the function call, just I am passing marks array as an argument. So find average is the function. So it returns a floating point value, that is average. So whatever the value returned by this function, that is assigned to average. Next. So then print average marks. Average marks are printed. Next function. So it's a function for finding average marks. So float find average of int marks of. So this is the function header. So this is function definition. Function definition consists of two parts. One is function header. Remaining this one is code, function body. Right. First sum is 0. I am declaring AVG for calculating average. Take for loop for processing the array. For I is 0, I less than or equal to 4, because there are 5 elements are there. The index starts with 0 and ends with 4. Right here, the starting index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starts with 0, ends with 4. So that is why I starts with 0, I less than or equal to 4, I plus plus. Right? Sum plus equal to marks of I. Sum plus equal to marks of I. Then after calculating the sum, you need to calculate average. So average can be calculated as sum by 5, return average. Right? So this is the function. Finally, we can return average value. So that will be returned. So average value will be returned, that is assigned to AVG. So that will print it here. So here the value is 94.6. Right? How it will be executed? First take an array. So marks array. This is marks array. Values are 99, 90, 96, 93, 95. So these are the values of an array marks. So then call find average of marks. Marks is passed as an argument to this function. Now this control is moved to this and execute the code of this. So marks array is passed here. Right. So initially sum is equal to 0. Sum is initialized to 0. Right. Here we are calculating C. Sum is 0, right? Next, for I is 0, I less than or equal to 4, right? Initially, I value is 0. I value is 0. I initially 0, I less than or equal to 4, sum. Right. So initial value of I is 0. I less than or equal to 4. I less than or equal to 4. So 0 less than or equal to 4, it is true. It is true. Now I plus plus, sorry. So this condition is true, then it will execute the loop. Then sum equal to sum plus marks of I. Sum equal to sum plus marks of I. Sum can be calculated as sum. Sum value is 0 initially. Sum plus marks of I. So marks of 0. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Marks of 0 is 99. Now it is 99. Right? Then after calculating this, repeat the loop. Right? Again, I gets incremented. Now I value is 1. It will check the condition. 1 less than or equal to 4. Now it is true. 1 less than or equal to 4. Now it is true. If it is true, then it will execute. Sum equal to sum plus marks of I. So sum is equal to sum value is 99 plus marks of 1, that is 90. Now sum is 99 plus 90. Then right, repeat the loop. I gets incremented. Now I value is 2. 2 less than or equal to 4. 2 less than or equal to 4, it is true. Then sum equal to sum plus marks of I. So now marks of I value is 2. Marks of 2 is 92 and so on. And so on. When I value is 5, I value is 5. So 5 less than or equal to 4, it is false. So then immediately it is out of the for loop and execute this. The average equal to sum by 5. So we are getting sum here. So sum by 5 is calculated. So and it is assigned to the variable AVG. Finally return the average value. That is about passing an array to the function. Now passing pointer to the function. Passing pointer to the function. Right? So we are passing pointer to the function, right? So normally we can pass variable to the function or address to the array to the function. Here we can pass pointer to the function. Pointer nothing but just we are passing an address of the variable. So when we pass a pointer as an argument instead of variable, then address of the variable is passed instead of the value. So you are passing variable means just you are passing a value. You are passing pointer means you are passing address instead of a value. So change made by the function using the pointer is permanently made at the address of the passed variable. So if you are passing an address as a parameter, whatever the changes done on that address will be reflected. If it is a value, whatever the changes done on that variable, so the changes cannot be reflected. That is the advantage. So here the changes can be made on the address directly. So for that, so this is an example for that. So this is the function name star. So here int star A star B. Here A and B are the pointer variables. So here we are passing pointer to the function, passing pointer variables to the function. So A and B are the pointers, integer pointers. So and the return type of this function is void because this function does not return it. So this is passing pointer to the function. Suppose int A comma int B, that is passing value to the function. Here it is star A star B, nothing but pointer to the function, passing pointer to the function. Here I am taking two variables m and n. Their values are 22 and 44. Just I am printing the values before swapping. Here I want to swap the values of the two variables. So m and n. Then call the function swap ampersand m ampersand n. So then print values after swapping m value and n value. So this is the function definition for passing pointer to the function. Passing, it is just like call by reference, passing pointer to the function. So the logic is take temporary variable, temp equal to star A equal to star B equal to temp. This is the logic for it. You know pretty well this, right? See, right, how the execution will be taking place. First, the C m value is m value 22, n value 44. So address 1000. 1000 is the address of a variable m, and the address of variable n is 2000. Whenever they are variables are declared, automatically compiler allocates some memory location for that. Name is M and its address is 1000. Name is N, its address is 2000, and it stores the value. So here I am initializing the values for the variables. So its value is 22 and its value is 44. Right. So first values before swapping, M and M values are 22, 44. Next swap of ampersand M, ampersand N. Here we are passing address. Passing address of M and N. Passing address of M, address of N. We are not passing values of M and N. Here we are passing address of M and N, right? So then immediately the control transferred to function definition, right? So this is star A. So this pointer, so here A is the pointer. So pointer stores address. Pointer stores the address. Address of M. What is address of M? 1000. Next B. B is the pointer variable which stores the address of N. Which stores the address of N. Here A is the pointer. B. B is the pointer which stores the address of a variable N. Right? Next. Taking a temporary variable. So temp equal to star A. Star A nothing but its address of M. Star A nothing but value of the variable which the pointer points. That means 22. Then star A is equal to star A, value of the variable which the pointer points. Star A equal to star B. Star B nothing but, so 44. Then star B equal to temp. What is temp value? 22. So now star A. So here we are changing the values in the address directly. So it is 44. Star B, value of the variable which the pointer points. This is 22. Directly we can perform changes on the address, right? So after executing this, again the control moves here and execute this values after swapping. Now the M value is 44 and N value is 22. So this is the way we have to pass pointers to the function. So before swapping M and N values, after swapping M and N values. So in this class what we have discussed is standard functions in C. Standard functions in C. Second one, passing an array to function. Passing an array to function. Third, passing pointer to the function. Pointer to function. In the next class we are going to discuss about recursion. Thank you.